give you an update again on those 3 large wildfires burning right now in the state of Oregon. That one just to the west of Cottage Grove, as Stacy was mentioning, now up to 746 acres. The largest one continues to be the Deception Complex to the west of Oak Ridge, now up to 3,700 acres and some change. That grew almost 1,000 acres over the weekend. And then we also have a wildfire burning in Klamath County, which is now up to nearly 3,000 acres there as well. And we still have red flag warnings in effect for parts of the Columbia River Gorge as you head out toward Pendleton and then most of eastern Washington as they continue to see not only the hot and dry weather, but those high winds this afternoon. Temperatures Sunday slightly cooler. It's starting to get a little better for those fire crews on the ground. 85 was a high temperature in Eugene. 91 though still in Roseburg, 93 in Medford. Also seeing those 90s through the gorge and over into the eastern part of the state. And the Oregon coast made it to the 90s on Friday, but now back down into the mid to upper 50s here on Sunday. We have been setting records all over the place all summer long. Again, this continues to be the hottest summer on record to date for us here in Eugene. But we broke a new record on Saturday. The number of days at or above 90 degrees, 32 times this summer. That beats out the old record of 31 set back in 1958. That includes 16 days over 90 in July, 14 in August, the 2 here in September. And when you look at days at 80 or above, getting close to records with that as well. We've been at or above 80 degrees 66 times this summer. It's been a hot one. Taking a look at the weather this morning, we're seeing basically clear skies through western Oregon aside from that marine layer along the coast. But we do have some clouds making their way down the Washington coast. That's a weak little disturbance. It's actually going to impact us here early tomorrow morning. It's going to bring in some cooler temperatures, some clouds, and even some drizzle possible tomorrow. It's all short-lived though, as yet another ridge of high pressure moves in for the second half of the week. That's going to stay all the way through the weekend. It's going to bring those high temperatures right back into the upper 80s, if not low 90s coming up this weekend. As for the next 48 hours, though, again, finally some relief for firefighters out there. We can enjoy some cooler temperatures. You'll see those clouds early tomorrow morning, a little bit of drizzle in the area. Most of that confined to the higher elevations. But then as we head into Wednesday, it's right back to clear skies. And we stay that way all the way through the weekend. For the coast, it's low 60s today. Afternoon clearing. Winds will hold from the north up to about 15 miles per hour today. The Umpqua Basin returning to the mid to upper 80s, so at least a couple days of a break from the 90s. For the Cascades, it's back into the upper 70s in the foothills, low 70s up into the passes, and again, quite smoky as you head through Oak Ridge and up toward Willamette Pass. For Central Oregon, you're headed back to the upper 70s and low 80s today. Sunny, warm weather continues there. And for the valley, low 80s for us. Again, quite smoky in Cottage Grove. High temperature 80 degrees there today. And as for the next 7-day stretch, the coast, again, a little bit of drizzle possible early tomorrow. Those high temperatures staying in the mid 60s until the end of the week when they do start to bump back into the upper 60s. For the Umpqua Basin, it's upper 70s Tuesday, but then right back into the 90s Thursday all the way through Sunday. The Cascades will eventually get back into the upper 70s here at the end of the week. And for the Willamette Valley, 82 today, 77, nice and cool tomorrow. But then again, we do return back to the upper 80s, if not low 90s Thursday all the way through Sunday.